Yo, what's good, chat? Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to add my brand new script, Countdown Teleport, to your Gorilla Tag Fangame. Basically, what the script is instead of just a regular teleport script, what it does is when you hit the button, it shows a countdown on your screen, and once that countdown is over, it teleports you to a specific point. Let's get straight into the video. Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is go to my Discord, link in comments and description of this video. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this category, Unity stuff, go to scripts, and you should see Countdown Teleport in here. And then you're going to see this Unity package called Countdown Teleport. You're just going to want to download it. And it will be right here. Then what you're going to want to do is go into your Unity project, go to your assets, right click, click Import Package, Custom Package, go to your downloads, and then it should be right here, double click it. And for you, it will show everything in the package, and then you're just going to want to click all on the bottom right. Then click import. Then once it's imported, it should be in your script folder. If it's not, then it will, if you don't have a script folder, it will make one for you. And then once it's in here, what you want to do, go to your object that you want your player to touch to teleport. Once you're here, make sure it has a box slider, make sure it has H triggers. Then you're just gonna want to get the script and drag it in. I already have it. Then once it's dragged in, you're gonna see countdown seconds. This is how long you want the countdown to be. For me, it's 10. For you, you can just see whatever you want. Then you're gonna click the drop down on Gorilla Rig, get your Gorilla player and drag it into Gorilla Player. Then for teleport point, what you're going to want to do, go to where you want the player to teleport to. Right click, create empty, call it whatever you want. I'm going to just do teleport. Then put it wherever you want the player to be teleported to. Go back to your button. And drag this into the teleport point. I already have mine, so I'm not going to. But just drag that into teleport point. Now once you've done that, this is the tricky part. What you're going to want to do is go to Gorilla Rig, go to Gorilla Player, hit the drop down, go to Main Camera, right click on Main Camera, click UI, and then Canvas. Once you imported the canvas, just call it Countdown Canvas. So just like that. Then once you have that canvas, you just want to click. You're going to want to right click on it, 3D object, Text Mesh Pro. Make sure you have Text Mesh Pro in your project before you do this. Text Mesh Pro, just call this text, it doesn't really matter what it's called. Then go to the text, then go back to your canvas, and you're going to want to put the exact same settings that I have on here. So position X 0, position Y 0, position Z 0.5, width 1000, height 300, pivot X 0.5, pivot Y 0.5, X 0, Y 0, Z 0, scale 0.001, 0.001, 0.001. You want to put the render mode to world space, put the event camera, drag in main camera into here, and then that's it for here. If you want, you can pause this and copy it all down. Then you're going to want to go to your text, and then you're going to want to click on this, click Alt Shift, and then click this one right here with the dot in the middle. Click this one right here in the middle. Once you do that, it should say center on the top and middle on the left. You're going to want to put position X 0, position Y 0, and position Z 0. Put the width to 1000 and the height to 300. Put the pivot X to 0.5 and the pivot Y to 0.5. Put rotation all 0 and put scale all 1. Then you're going to want to scroll down to here, put the font to whatever you want, put the font size to 135, and then for alignment, click right here, click center, and then over here, click middle, so the second one and the second one. Okay, so then you're done with that. Also one more thing, make sure this is blank, make sure this is empty, don't put anything in here. And if there's something in here already, just delete it all. Or, say there's this in here, just click Control A, delete. Or just this, doesn't matter. Then you're going to want to go back to your button, and you're going to see countdown canvas. You're going to drag in your countdown canvas, not the text. You want to get the canvas that you originally made and drag it into here. Then for countdown text, grab your text that's under canvas and drag it into there. Then you should be done, and that's pretty much it. If this tutorial helped you, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to join my Discord. It helps a lot. I'm also making a game of my own called Subject 009, which should be releasing in the next week. So the updates for that will also be in the Discord in the comments. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.